What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell by the title, this is my 100 baby challenge rules video. While I'm doing this little build episode here for anybody that has never heard of the 100 baby challenge. First rule, when you're doing the 100 baby challenge, you have to create a sim. When you create your sim, she has to be created as a young adult, and she cannot have any other sims in her household. She can be the only one, and she can have any traits, any aspirations, anything that you want her to have to benefit you a little bit more, which is like not against the rules or anything. You would want her to have the romantic and family oriented traits, but they're not mandatory, but you would want her to have them. That way it's easier for her to have the kids and find love and everything. Once your girl is created, you would want her to move into a house that she can afford with her starting out money, which is the $20,000. You can move her into a house with her children to another lot. As she has more kids, she can always move to other lots as long as she can afford them. Your primary goal in this 100 baby challenge is finding a different guy every time to have another kid with a different guy. You cannot have the same guy for multiple kids. Now, if your girl has twins or triplets by the same guy, that counts as the 100 baby challenge. But if you have a kid and then you go back to him to have another one, then they won't count. These guys we'll basically call them donors. Shout out to Ashley825. I did get these rules from her. I will put her link in the description on where I found the rules. But back to the rules. The game options and third-party content, which is like custom content and like regular game options, you must play with your aging on and set to a normal lifespan. So you can't have like the short lifespan for the Sims. You may play with other households, but you have to make sure that in the settings you turn off auto age up played Sims, because if you uncheck that box, that makes sure that your kids and everybody, they stay the same age that you left them at when you played your next family. Any other mods or custom content that give you an unfair advantage over the other players are not allowed. So that means like if you have more than 8 Sims and you put in the cheat to make you have more Sims in the household than it's supposed to be, you can't do that. You can't also use the money cheats or enhancing cheats, skill cheats, school performance cheats, like to make your kids grades higher and better in school. You can't make your relationships go higher or anything just to make your guy and your donor and your girl get in love faster to make them have the kids. You can have on your bb.move objects on just to put everything in place at your house, but other than that you can't really use anything. Oh, one other thing, you can use the resetting sim cheat. So if your sim ever gets stuck, you can easily just use that to reset your sim. Next on the list is aging. Any cheats or rewards or anything that can help you extend your Sim's lifespan or bring them back from the dead, it's not allowed at all. Your babies cannot be aged up until you get the notification saying that it is their birthday, not when it says it's almost their birthday. It has to be their actual birthday. The toddlers can be aged up when they reach level 3 in all of the other toddler skills, including the potty training skill. You are free to keep them in the toddler life stage after that in order to try and achieve level 5 in all of the skills for the top-notch toddler trait, but it's not required. I've never had the top-notch toddler trait, but I'll probably try to get it this time just because I've never done it before. Your children and teenagers, they cannot be aged up until they get an A in school. Your young adults, they can be moved out just to make more room for the kid, but they cannot be moved back in after. So you need to make sure if you move them out, you want to keep them out, because once they're out, they can't be moved back into the house. When your main person, your girl, when she becomes an elder and can no longer have children anymore, the youngest daughter is your new main girl or your matriarch to have the kid to keep the challenge going. But you must keep your main person in the household until your youngest daughter becomes of age, and then you can move out. Also, it might seem easy to do, but you cannot make more room in the house faster by killing off any babies or toddlers or children, or let them to be taken by the social service people. Moving on to the game pack rules. For outdoor retreat, you can travel and go on vacations and everything, but you have to bring the entire household. You cannot leave any toddlers, children, or teenagers behind. And if there's a baby in the household, like the infants, you can't go on vacation because they can't be sent to daycare or anything. Your girl can take up the herbalism skill, catch bugs, and do any of the new activities offered in outdoor retreat, and she can sell anything that helps her get money. As far as spa day and vampires go, your girl can do yoga and meditation to build up her wellness skill. You can also purchase spa items for use at home, or go to the spa to enjoy the items. She can also get fertility massages to increase her chances of becoming pregnant and all those sorts of things. The vampires, now those are kind of different, and those do have different rules. So of course, vampires aren't alive and they cannot have kids. So your girl cannot be a vampire. It would be too easy to have 100 children in a single generation. So that defeats the whole purpose of the challenge. So your person cannot be a vampire. Now, you may use vampires as donors, but if the child is a girl and turns out to be a vampire, she cannot take over as the next main girl to have the next generation of kids. You can cure a vampire child of vampirism using the methods inside the games, but you cannot use any of the cheats. Once any female children have been cured of vampirism, they are eligible to be the next matriarch, but that's only if you choose them and you want them to be the next one. The same rules apply for the vampire kid. If they do die before they reach young adult age, then they won't count towards the baby total. So we suggest that you get the teens and everybody that are vampires to stay in during the daytime so that they do not get burnt by the sun. If they do somehow get out there, you would want to invest in the sun resistant power for them so that way they don't die. Your person can also visit or live in Forgotten Hollow, learn all the vampire and pipe organ skills and everything, and basically do whatever you want except become an actual vampire. And last but not least, my favorite game pack of all, and the one I'm most excited for, is the Parenthood pack. If you have the Parenthood pack, teens may not be aged up into young adults and moved out of the household until they have an A in school and at least one character value within trait range, and that can be positive or negative. Your matriarch must always stop whatever she's doing to go scold or punish her children as you see fit if you catch them doing anything wrong, which is like making a mess, fighting with their siblings, shouting bad words, being gross, or breaking curfew. Your matriarch must always choose one of the available options when a child asks for advice, or when she gets a call from the school asking her how to handle a situation that has arisen with her child. You cannot just close the dialog box and choose not to pick an option. Your matriarch can obviously build the parenting skill. In fact, it's highly encouraged. The better your matriarch is at raising children, the easier it will be to run your crazy household. So that is the basic rules for everything that I have. If you do have any other questions or anything, you can click the link down below to Ashley's page, and she has the link to her Google Drive, and you can see all the rules there. But that pretty much sums up everything that I have and any of the rules that I've recently learned that I will be using, of course, for the challenge coming up. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so that you know when I start uploading all of my videos. By now, hopefully you have already hit the bell and subscribed. But if this is your first time viewing my videos, please do hit that bell. And I see y'all in the next video.
Peace.